Hello and welcome to Keep On Singing, the International Educational Boot Camp for Competitive Singing. I am your host, Ryan Hazy, and I'm so glad you could join us. And we are so excited because we have reached the point of the semifinals. And today you will see 7 of the 14 singers that made it. And I'll explain how we got here. It's really exciting because over the last 4 weeks, they worked with their individual coach on a certain theme, and each week they got better and better and better and grew as performers and entertainers, and their scores were taken, and we took the average scores to determine the top 14 singers. Originally, we went with 12, but because it was such a close race, we chose 14 of them to move forward. And I am so excited to present to you today this wonderful episode of the semifinal show. Before we meet the singers, let's meet the coaches for Keep On Singing 2021. First up, we have Team Thompson, the twofer, Sissy and Michael Thompson, both veterans of the competitive singing world. They bring a vocal coaching to new heights, and they are truly looking forward to working with these singers each and every week. Next, we have Team Keisha D, an accomplished artist with her own star on the Palm Springs Walk of Fame. She is honored to be coaching her singers and help them on their path. Next, we have Team Cowboy. Yeehaw! Brian Scott is a legend in the singing world and has performed all over the globe and also on Karaoke Battle USA. His range as a singer is exceptional. He's so excited to be nurturing these singers on their next steps to becoming entertainers. Last but not least, we have Team Cagle. Michael Cagle has performed on stage for many years in his own showroom in Las Vegas. He has an extensive resume with a musical theater degree, and he cannot wait to coach his singers on their way to victory. And now that you've met our 4 coaches, let's introduce this week's guest coaches. We are so excited and honored to welcome the current WKT Masters champion, Bob Owens, for this week's panel. So excited to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for your time. And next, we also will be bringing the lovely and talented up-and-coming artist, recording artist sensation, Brandy Wine. So excited to have her here with us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your coaches for the semifinals. And now that you've met the coaches, let's meet the singers.
You can
And we are here with another Team Cowboy contestant who made it to the semifinals, Miss Tomi Kaiser. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I know you were shocked when your name was called. No, you weren't. Let's be real. Come on, girl.
I was actually. I knew that you were saying. I knew you were talking about me like halfway through the thing, and I was bawling in my living room. I have my husband can attest. I was just like, oh my god, I made it.
Tears of joy. Well, that's a great thing, and you definitely deserved it. Your performances each week have grown and grown and grown, and again, you're the only singer that gave me goosebumps with one of their songs. So congratulations, making it here today. Let's go ahead and jump into it. You chose "You Can't Stop the Girl" by BB Rexa, I think.
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce her name.
And so we'll go ahead and see what the coaches thought of your performance, starting with Miss Keisha D.
All right. Very, very fun song. And you performed it very well. Strong voice, holding out those notes, very strong voice. I want you to maybe work on pulling back just a little bit on vibrato.
Okay.
Just a little bit, it kind of gets a little bit out of control. And if you can just kind of watch yourself maybe in the mirror or record yourself some more and then listen back and try to see how you could just pull that back just a little bit. But other than that, you did a great job. It was really fun to watch.
Hey, thank you.
All right. And Michael?
Well, I'm definitely not Simon on this one because I freaking loved it, and I love you, and the presentation was incredible. You are without a doubt the complete package, and you unfortunately I truly will say that your voice, if not one of the best, is possibly the best in this contest in terms of range and technique and control and sense of emotion. You're there. I mean, you are so at times at such a different level. I love the song for you. I thought it was a brave choice because a lot of people probably didn't know it unless they've seen the movie. I thought it connected with you, though. I felt a really good emotional attachment to it. My biggest concern is not necessarily your vibrato, because God knows that's something that we've worked on, but is that because you're doing so many dynamics now, quiet to big, it's almost where you're going to start needing a mic, because my only critique was that you almost were too quiet at the beginning and the music was a little bit strong. And then of course you kicked in and then everything balanced and you did but that's something you're not going to really be able to do unless you actually have a mic in your hand. But other than that, you were outstanding, phenomenal. I love you. You're one of my favorites, and can't wait to see where you go in the future.
All right. Thank you for that novel, Mr. Cagle. Team Thompson.
All right. Last week and this week are my two favorite weeks for you.
Yeah.
You have an extremely powerful instrument. And one of my critiques that I have given a lot of the singers are I want more dynamics, because you have such a strong fortissimo. A lot of times I want you to come back from it. And I kept thinking, okay, she's going to go too far. She's going to go too far. You didn't. You went right to that edge. And then you're like, I'm not going any farther. And I thought that you did a very, very strong job this week.
Thank you.
Right. And WKT Masters Champion, Mr. Bob Owens.
Hey, I thought you did a great job. I told someone earlier that everybody has a point where they start at, and they can only progress from there. And I think you've done a good job. This is my favorite song that you've done in this competition. You look great. I thought you did a great job in preparation for the video. I'd like to just repeat off of what the first judge said. Work on your vibrato. Yeah. And that's just a matter of really working on it. Everybody, every singer, every serious singer has to work on the vibrato. You're not any different. It's just that this comes from a different place.
All right.
And work with that. Okay. but great
Thank you.
job. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right. And Team Thompson?
We already did it.
We
You
already
did?
did it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We'll go with Brandy Wine then.
Great job, Tommy.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Tommy. I loved this song. I have seen the movie, but I did have to go back and look it up just to refresh what it was. I'm going to kind of echo what everyone else said. Pull back on your vibrato a little bit. I think for the most part, it was well done. I think on that really big note, it would have been nice to have less of it, especially this being a rock song. And the only other critique I'm going to give you is the very end. Because you were coming out of such a big place, that last phrase almost seemed to have no support to it. So it was a little breathy for me. But that also might be fixed by what Mr. Cagle was saying and adding a mic so that you don't have to work as hard at it. But overall, very high marks from me this week. I absolutely loved it. Great job.
All right. And now from your coach, Mr. Brian Scott. Yeehaw.
Tommy, I love you, girl. This was a great song choice for you. Oh my gosh. We have worked so great together, and I just want to thank you for letting me be your coach. Michael Cagle hit on something that I was going to tell you about, a microphone. You need to get a microphone, because what's going to happen is when people are just singing, they naturally want to do the vibrato to make it sound like they have some reverb. And once you get a microphone and a little reverb on there, you're not going to have to do that vibrato as much. So seriously consider, save up, whatever you need to do to get that microphone, and you're going to go to another level. You are a machine. Your vocals are unlike anything I have ever heard. Unique is a way to describe you. You are a force of nature, and I have loved every minute of working with you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, coaches. Again, Tommy Kaiser, congratulations for making it to the semifinals. Awesome job. We will cross our fingers for you, and we will find out Thursday at 7:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time whether we make it, whether you have made it into the finals or not. So tune in at that time, and we will show those results then. And no matter what life throws at you, my dear, keep on singing, because you have a great voice.
Thank you.
goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my head shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding. I need you now. And if I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. You are the reason. I need you, hold me tonight. Climb every mountain, swim every ocean, just to be with you and fix what I've broken. 'Cause I need you to see you are the reason.
And we're here with semifinalist Jeff Stoltz from Las Vegas. Welcome to you, sir. This week, for your semifinal song, you chose You Are the Reason by Callum Scott. Great song choice. I loved the virtual backgrounds that you used to this go around. Very nicely done. Clever. And let's just jump right into it and see what the coaches thought of your performance. We will start with Team Thompson.
Man, I got to tell you something. What a feast for the ears and the eyes this entire performance was. I absolutely loved it. You took us, you know how I always say, take us on a journey. Man, did you certainly take us on a journey. Your phrasing was so beautiful. It was heartfelt. I just absolutely loved it. I have to say, other than the private performance that you sent me, this was my favorite performance from you.
Awesome. This was also my favorite performance from you this whole season. I could tell that you connected with the song, and it was flawless from the beginning to the end.
Well done.
All right. And guest judge Brandy Wine.
Hey, hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hello, hello.
You have a lovely voice. I thoroughly enjoyed your performance. The one thing I would critique on is I did notice during the performance, you tended to look away from the camera a lot. You'd be singing and you'd be completely into it and I'd be feeling that emotion, and then you'd look at the floor or you'd look to the side. So almost like you were distracted. So that is the one thing that kind of took away from it, because then I'd kind of come out of it and I'd have to wait for you to kind of make eye contact again to get back drawn back in. But your singing is absolutely beautiful, and I loved your rendition. I thought you did a great job.
I'm used to audience and with no audience, it's kind of hard to just stare at the camera the whole time. So
well,
that's where
I thought it kind of led to your artistry myself personally.
Yeah.
So it's just different viewers, how people
Yeah.
perceive stuff.
All right, and Miss Keisha D.
Whew. Perfection.
Thank you.
It was just, I just, you're just so polished. You made it look effortless, and
Yes.
I never looked away. It was just like, oh my gosh, the whole time it was just amazing. Every time it's effortless. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for the time and the effort that you put into it. You can tell you work hard. You can tell that you're mastering this thing called performance and music. You can have a nice voice and not be able to perform. It seems like even without a crowd, you've got it, man.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Team Cowboy.
Jeff, I've been a huge fan from day one with you, and I couldn't wait to hear you in this week, because I knew you have something very, very special, and there is something inside your voice that captivates everybody that listens. And this performance was by far your best out of the entire season. And it was flawless from note one to the end. And I'm so proud of you. And I've been rooting for you. And I love the background in that, the way you look, your style, everything about this video was on point. So I gave you huge points, and I'm super, super proud of you.
All right, and our guest judge, Mr. Robert Owens.
Hey, Jeff. Your voice is one of my favorites in this competition I've seen. I've been watching as much as I can. I thought that your pitch was perfect. You were on note. I'm really picky when it comes to pitch. And that's the quickest thing to give points away if I'm judging. You were on pitch. Technically, you were really great. The only thing I felt is that when you come in, and let me say this, the most difficult thing I've ever done are these videos. They're hard. You have no audience. Everything you do, every movement you make is caught on camera. And so either a lot of movement or a lack of movement. With that said, and I'm going to finish with this, is that it seemed like you got a little tired toward the end. If you start out with great energy, you need to end with great energy. So, I mean, you have to carry that same energy throughout the video. And I thought it kind of waned a little bit at the end. But other than that, maybe a little projection in your voice. I heard someone say you articulated well. And there was a couple places where I felt like a better projection. But other than that, fantastic. Thank you for your effort.
All right, and moving over to your coach, Mr. Michael Cagle.
Well, first of all, you know what I think of you. We've had long talks, and this was a tough choice because we debated even doing it because it had been done before, and we wanted an original spin on it, an original take on it. And you're a perfectionist, like literally 15, 20, 25 takes to just get everything right and perfect. And then your app didn't work correct, so it kind of threw stuff off. And there was such a battle going into this, and the end result was absolutely, to me, amazing. Like, just a wonderful, heartfelt piece. Your head voice is to die for. It's so connected to your chest voice. Your transition is so effortless when you go from chest into your head voice and then you float that. It's just amazing. I thought it was one of the strongest performances of the week. I think I agree with Robert in some areas there, and we talked about it. I wish there had been a little bit bigger moment at the end. But other than that, it was so incredible that I'm thrilled to have you on my team. I think you're an amazing vocalist and artist, and I love working with you.
All right. Well, again, congratulations, Jeff. We look forward to hopefully seeing you in the finals. Fingers crossed for you. Best of luck, and keep on singing.
Thank you.
I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, they power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think of God, His Son not sparing, sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in. Then on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, He bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow with humble adoration, and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great
And we are here with semifinalist Margot Smith from Team Keisha D. Welcome to you, my dear. So congratulations to you on making the semifinals. How do you feel about making it this far in the competition?
Oh, thank you for having me, and I'm very excited.
Awesome. Now, your song choice this week was for the semifinal. You chose "How Great Thou Art," which is
Yes.
a great inspirational song. What made you choose this song in particular?
It is my favorite gospel song.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into what some of the coaches thought of your performances this week, as well as our guest judges. We'll start with Mr. Brian Scott, Team Cowboy.
Margot, congratulations. I'm so happy you are here with us.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm so excited. I love this song for you. How Great Thy Art is such a perfect tune for your voice. What I liked most was the technique that you were using that I've seen each week. You progressively getting better and better. So my hat goes off to Keisha for helping you do that. The way you were opening up your jaw and getting those high notes out and just supporting those notes was fantastic. So I really, really enjoyed it and gave you a high mark.
Thank you.
All right. And we'll move over to guest judge Robert Owens.
Hey, Margot, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a joy to watch you. I was really hoping that you'd wear one of those beautiful dresses that you make, those costumes, because if anybody's ever seen you in live competition, that's one of the first things they notice is the amazing dresses that you make. It was really great. Your great performance. A lot of people think that How Great Thou Art is an easy song. It is not. You know, I played music in church for most of my life and sang in churches. So it is a very difficult song. The simplicity of it makes it even more difficult. You did a great job on it, and I especially liked the modulations you did at the end when you took up the end and really brought some power in that. That really kind of put icing on the cake. So thank you. I enjoyed it so much. I gave you a high mark. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Team Thompson, Michael and Sissy.
Margot, this was hands down my favorite song that you've turned in the whole season. Not only could I tell that you really connected to the message, but it was very elegant the way that you sang it, and I really enjoyed it.
I love the arrangement, the Carrie Underwood arrangement. It's very simplistic in the beginning, but like Bob said, the way that you modulated at the end took it to another level. Very proud of you. This by far was my favorite performance of yours.
Thank you.
All right, and Brandy Wine, our guest judge.
Hi, hon. So I want to say I really did enjoy your performance. The song really does match your vocal quality very well. The only critique I would have for you is that this is a joyful noise and I didn't see you smile. So outside of that, I mean, you did great. You obviously felt the music and it is a very difficult song. So props to you for really taking that on.
Thank
All right.
you.
And Michael Cagle.
Hey, I want to congratulate you for making the semis. I thought it was a really solid performance. I agree. I think it's one of the best ones that you've done. For me, got to keep it real. I felt like it was just missing a little spark, though. I just felt like it felt very contained, where I just felt like I wanted to see you give it a little because it's such a passionate song, and it's my favorite hymn too. I think your voice is amazing. I love the arrangement. I think it fit really well for you. I just felt like I wanted just that spark. There was just something missing. I can't put my finger on it, but you're here. I gave you great marks because the voice that is there is incredible.
I know what was missing, the whole choir and the whole
a whole choir behind you and a whole full orchestra. Absolutely.
The whole church is missing. Yes, I'm sorry.
The whole kit and caboodle. All right. And from your coach, Keisha D.
All right. You know what Michael is saying is it just missed a little bit of hallelujah. A little more hallelujah feeling to it is what he's probably referring to. But honey, I'm so glad, and I know you're glad now too, that you went with your heart. And you went with something that you thought might not be popular, but when you go with your heart and you sing from your heart, no matter who it is, you're going to break that barrier. And you proved that to yourself because you weren't sure about this because it's not possibly popular because it's church music or a hymn. And I'm so proud of you for sticking to your heart. And then you just produced this beautiful piece. It was just amazing when you sent me the video, and thank you for working so hard. And I know the dropping of the jaw. I was screaming while she's singing, drop the jaw, and she's like, okay. Can I just get to the song? So Thank you so much. You did a great job.
All right. Well, thank you so much, coaches and judges, and congratulations again, Margot, for making it to the semifinals. And we look forward to seeing if you will make the finals. So fingers crossed for you, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Good job again.
Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back my smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. Nights are so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I've cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart, my heart. Take back that sad word goodbye and bring back the joy to my life. Don't leave me here with these tears. Come and kiss the pain away. I can't forget the day you left. Time was so unkind, and life is so cruel without you here beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I've cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I've cried so many, many nights. Unbreak my heart. Oh baby, come back and say you love me. Unbreak my heart, sweet darling. Without you I just can't go on. Oh, unbreak my heart. Woo! Unbreak my heart.
And we are here with another Team Cowboy contestant and semifinalist. Congratulations to you, Miss Julie D, for making it to the semifinals. How are you feeling right now?
Ecstatic. I didn't know I'd get this far, so thank you very much. I'm honored.
It was a great delight to watch you blossom and grow like a flower each and every week.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, absolutely, and you're a testament to what we hope to accomplish with all of our singers here at Keep On Singing. And that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what the coaches thought of your performance this week. You chose "Unbreak My Heart" by Tony Braxton, and we'll start with Michael Cagle.
Okay. Hi, I want to congratulate you on making it to the semis. Seriously, nice job.
Thank you.
I was okay with this. This wasn't like outstanding, but it wasn't terrible. It was a good choice. I think what I felt was that for me, technically, and I know this sounds weird and maybe it's hard to understand, but it felt like you were singing all the way in the back of your throat, and the tone was so dark that it was hard for me to get, especially on the low parts. It just was really swallowed to the point where I didn't feel a connection with you or the material or the lyrics that were being sung. And then when the key change came, you came a little bit forward, but it still was kind of like in a weird vocal spot. It just felt kind of clamped. You have a great voice. You know how to perform. You're comfortable in your skin. And I think, you deserve to be here. I just wish either the song choice was different or the technique that you were approaching this song was different.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, and let's go ahead and move to guest coach Bob Owens, who's currently the WKT Masters champion.
Yes.
Hey, Julie.
Hi.
The thing about these competitions, the thing about when you're learning to sing, everybody has a starting point, and everybody has a progression. You've come a long way. You've done a great job, and you have made great growth in your competition. The only thing I would, if I would have been listening to this and give you any direction, I would have probably raised it up the key, maybe one whole step, at least a half a step. And I think it would have brought your low up. And then when you modulated to the key change, I think it would have really highlighted some things. That's the only direction I think I would have give here. And I think you did a good job, and I appreciate. Thank you so much for putting this in.
All right, Miss Keisha D.
Okay. I've watched you through obviously the whole competition, and I think you really have a wonderful, wonderful voice. But this time, this just wasn't one of my favorite songs for your voice. It just, it just wasn't as smooth as I think it should have been, and I just didn't really see the connection between you and the song. It was very choppy. I just think sometimes you have to keep with the style. You can make it your own, obviously, but you still got to kind of keep with the stylization of the song, especially because the music kind of forces you to keep with that style, and it didn't have that smooth flow groove to it that I really think needed to be there. But your diction was good. I could understand you. It wasn't like it was slurry or anything. It was great. But it's just, the other songs that you've done to me have been kind of maybe more your style, or maybe you've sung them before and were more confident. This one to me just didn't seem to be a good song for.
All right. And Team Thompson.
Thank you. I agree with everything that everybody said. First of all, I did not feel the connection to the song with you. and that let me down a little bit because I've really loved your performances and just you're such a hot performer. I just loved it. And so when I saw this song selection, I was hoping for you to just kind of take us on a little journey. Toni Braxton, a lot of people think it's so easy because, she's famous for her lower register, that lower tone. And people are fooled by that because really it takes a tremendous amount of support to make that sound so rich and so full-bodied, if you will. And having said that, I tend to agree with my fellow coaches. I agree with Bob. I would have liked to have seen it up at least a full step, maybe even more, to bring out a little bit of brightness. And believe it or not, it would have made your lower notes even more richer. But having said that, it's been a joy watching you. Good luck to you. You're one of my favorite performers, and I just get such a kick out of watching you perform.
All right,
Thank you.
Miss Brandy Wine, special guest coach.
Julie, I loved watching your performance. I was thoroughly entertained the entire time. So I want to give you that credit first and foremost. I agree with what everyone's saying. I think it was in too low of a register for you. I would have liked to hear it bumped up at least a full step. I've actually sung this song before with my band, and it is a very difficult song to support. And having said that, you have done this in only a week. So to sing or try to sing such a big song in such a short period of time,
Right.
I was very impressed that you took this on. I do think it was too low for you, but I can hear what you're trying to do with it. And I think if you bump it up and you keep working at this, you could own this song. So just please keep at it. Don't drop it after this week.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Well said, Brandy Wine. And from your coach now, Team Cowboy, Brian Scott.
Julie, I just got to say it's been a pleasure to work with you. I know that we've had some technical difficulties because of where you are and how you're able to submit things to me. Having said that, I'm a little confused because I didn't know about this song, so I wasn't able to critique it.
Sure.
Had I known about it, I probably would have said, let's change this song. Because I agree with everything that everybody is telling you, but what they're telling you is all fixable things. So I don't want you to get down on yourself because of these critiques, because these will only help you get better. You are a performer. You're one of the most natural performers in front of a camera that I've ever seen. So I want you to take these things to heart and apply them to what you do best, is sing these songs as a performer. So just know that we're all here to help you. We all love what you do. I want you to continue to work on that confidence level that you have. Your lower register is your wheelhouse and it's your sweet spot. And I was shocked to hear this because we need to continue to improve on that. So thank you for letting me be your coach.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Thank you so much, coaches. And again, congratulations to you, Julie D, for making the semifinals right here at Keep On Singing.
Thank you.
We are going to cross our fingers for you when the results are revealed next Thursday, or a Thursday night, rather.
Sure.
It's exciting to see who each singer blossom and grow each week, and you've done a tremendous job. So kudos to you. And
Thanks,
no matter what life throws at you, sweetheart, keep on singing, okay?
Most definitely.
Awesome.
trust in me in all you do. Have the faith that I have in you. Love will see us through. If only you trust in me. Why don't you trust me? Come to me when things go wrong. Cling to me, Daddy, and I'll be strong. We can get along, we can get along. If only you trust in me. While there's a moon up high, while there are birds that fly, while there is you, oh you and I can be sure that I love you. Oh, stand beside me, all the while. Come on, Daddy, face the future. Why won't you smile? Trust in me, and I'll be worthy of you. Oh yeah, yeah. Why don't you trust in me in all you do? Have the faith that I have in you, and I will see us through. If only you trust in me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you come to me when things go wrong? Cling to me, and I'll be strong. We can get along, we can get along. If only you trust in me.
And we are moving over to Finland. Welcome semifinalist Tina Lavalainen. I'm so excited for you, my dear. You are such a delight and a joy, and we always know a Tina song when we hear it. So kudos to you. Let's go ahead and jump right into what the coaches thought of your performance of Trust in Me by Etta James, starting with, let's see, Michael Cagle.
Oh, hi. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
Congratulations on making the semis.
Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve to be here. And your video proved it. You did a great job. It was a really, really good presentation. I'm a fan of your voice. I really, really am. My only note, I'm going to keep it really clean and really quick. My only note was that just be careful. I don't know how much sliding you normally do in singing. You spend a lot of time sliding to notes or sliding down from notes. Just be really careful of that, because there were times in your slide that you just weren't there, and sliding is really hard. It's not just a matter of resolving the note, it's actually what's happening underneath. So just be really careful of that, because there were times that your pitch kind of suffered on the slides a little bit, but the majority of the song was spot on. Your voice is great. Your presentation is great. You deserve to be here. So, yeah.
All right. Moving over to Team Keisha D.
Oh, wow. Hello, hello. Oh,
Hello.
gosh. I loved everything about this performance. I loved your timing was right on. You seemed really passionate about it. And Etta James, that's a hard, act to bring forth out there in the world. And I just think, man, you kind of had a little soul to it. It was really just a great, I loved it. And Etta James is my favorite. And, we've talked about the accent before with you. I just love every time your accent just dips in there a little bit. Ooh, it's just so delicious. I just love it. You do such a fantastic, and you always look so flippin' stunning, girl. You slay every time.
All right, let's hear from guest judge Robert Owens.
Hey, Tina, there's first of all, the first thing I wrote down was it was very entertaining. I was very entertained. You told a great story. A great movement, but sometimes a lot of movement can be too much, especially when people do a lot of runs. Etta James is the opera of the blues. And I said a while ago that opera is the toughest genre. Well, Etta James is a tough act and tough musician to follow her style, and you did an outstanding job. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Brian Scott, yeehaw.
Tina, you are one of my favorites in this competition. You have been from day one, and you have the talent to win this entire thing. You are right there. So keep doing what you're doing. And I agree with everything that everybody has said. I did notice a little tiny pitch issue in the ending of your song. Very minute. But what I love most about you is you have the technical abilities to build a song, and you know how to do that, and that comes with experience. A lot of people will go out of the gate and just blare something out, and they have nowhere to go at the end. But what I loved about it is what it built, and it was so nice to watch that.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing. I'm loving it.
All right, and guest judge Brandy Wine.
Hey, girl. So Etta James, one of my all-time favorite singers. So I knew this song inside and out. You did an amazing job. I am going to concur with Michael and the cowboy that you have to be really careful about what's happening on the inside of those runs or those slides. That big one you did in the middle, that was spot on. Amazing job. Few little things under the tone in that last run. But otherwise, it was an amazing performance. Really, really, you should be proud of it. It was a great.
All right, and now from your coaches, Sissy and Michael Thompson.
I absolutely loved it. And I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for trusting me on this song, for trusting me. And I think you did a spectacular job. Sliding into the runs, I agree with what they've said, but also you have to take into account, that you are basically choreographing your mouth to also have good pronunciation, or as best pronunciation as you can do. And I think you did just a great job. On the part where you went high up, there was a little bit of a miss right there, very slight, but you know me, I'm going to critique it for you. But to me, this was one of my favorites from you, because it just was so unexpected when you sent me the first video, how much effort you had put into it. I loved it. I thought it showcased your beautiful tone beautifully. And of course, you looked absolutely rocking.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, again, congratulations. Excellent job, Tina. So proud of you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get to see you in the finals. Again, we won't know until Thursday at 7:00 p.m. And so we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. And that being said, again, congratulations and keep on singing, sweetheart. Great job.
Thank you.
Stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you're sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. 'Cause every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating. And I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. And then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. 'Cause I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss a thing. And I don't wanna miss one smile. I don't wanna miss one kiss. 'Cause I just wanna be with you, right here with you, just like this. I just wanna hold you close. I feel your heart so close to mine. And just stay here in this moment for all the rest of time. Yeah, I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing.
And we are here with semifinalist Don Hayes. Welcome to you from Team Thompson. How has this experience been for you so far?
Been very good. I've learned a lot and had a lot more insight as to preparing myself and being a musician and a singer for a long time. It's kind of like you basically forget your basics. And, it's just almost been like a rejuvenating experience for me just to go back and rediscover, just the beginning steps of preparing yourself performances and things that you just kind of forget over time. So it's just been a very good experience overall to get me back to where I need to be.
Excellent. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. That's what we hope to accomplish here at Keep on Singing. And awesome job. Kudos. A shout out to your husband, Waylon, for doing an amazing job with the video work and producing your performances. Let's jump right into what the coaches thought of your performance this week. You chose Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith, made famous by the movie Armageddon. And let's go ahead and start with Team Cowboy. Yeehaw, Brian Scott.
Don Hayes. Oh my gosh, you know how much I love you, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love you too.
Yeah, oh, I know that. I know that. This song for you was so courageous to take on Aerosmith. And I know your husband had something to do with that because he told me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I wanted her to do this song forever. You nailed this song. Now, with your voice, sometimes naturally you tend to put some nasal in it. And I know we have said that to you in the past, but I didn't hear that in this song. So I'm all, way to go, girl. She's thinking about all those techniques that are making her voice sound the best that it can be. The only negative thing I have to say on this video was the lighting. I wanted that beautiful face of yours to be lit up so that we could see every nuance to that song. Flawless vocals for me. I thought you were superb. Great job.
All right, Keisha D.
Hi, honey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. It was a beautiful job. I love that arrangement. And I mean, you picked the perfect song, the perfect key for the perfect voice. I mean, I said it's Dawn's song, you know, it's just, that's what I kept saying. It's like, this is Dawn's song. Like, that's it. We're done. You know, write her a check, give her the royalties. No, it was just amazing. You just did a great job. And I tell you, Thompsons are I don't know if they're whooping your ass or what, girl, but honey, you're doing a great job because they have brought out some beautiful stuff and what you're doing every week. It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm just really excited to see what's next. You're a force.
All right, next, Robert Owens, guest judge.
Hey, Dawn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I always enjoy you. And I'm going to say this. My only perfect score this week was you. I heard Brian say something about the lighting a while ago. I kind of got that as an effect. You know, I just kind of took it as that. I thought the filming of it went very well. I thought you taking this song to another place, and, you know, videos, as I told someone else, are the hardest to do. Your coaches probably, every coach has their nuance, has their strength. Your coach is probably, your coaches are probably the best when it comes to setting up dress, wardrobe, setting the scene, that kind of thing. So, you know, you can tell that you're on Team Thompson. The thing that I did notice a little nasal tone, but I kind of liked it in the places you had that. So, like I said, I gave you a perfect score. You were the only one I did that with. Great job. I loved it.
Thank you.
All right, let's hear from Brandy Wine.
Hey, so the video, I liked the black and white effect. I thought that was really cute. I liked that you pulled in the piano. The camera did continue to go out of focus, however, several times. That became a little bit distracting. And when you hit your low notes, it seemed they were at the very bottom of your range. And I don't know if that's true or not, or if it was the mic not picking up, but it seemed like you lost a little bit of your support on your really low notes. But overall, I thought it was a lovely job. I didn't hear the nasal sound that they're referring to. I thought it was really clean, and you had really good vowel placement. Like I said, just those low notes, and maybe just the piano became a little distracting since it took over the predominant space in the camera. I would have liked to see more of you in your face.
Okay.
All right, and moving over to Michael Cagle.
Wow, Hi, Dawn. Congratulations on being here.
Thank you.
Yay.
I appreciate it.
I loved the presentation. I loved the black and white. I loved seeing. I'm opposite of Brandy. I love that the piano was in the forefront at first. It kind of gave this surrealistic 30s kind of vibe, black and white movie. It was cool. I love your voice. I'm not crazy about the song choice because I just think it's an overdone song. That being said, a totally different arrangement. You made it your own, which is what was a big breath of fresh air for me. It got to show a lot of character. I don't hear a lot of nasal with you. I think you sing very forward, but when you're singing forward, there's still a good amount of support there. And the problem with singing nasal is it cuts all the overtones. And you had plenty of them. You know, as you were getting higher and higher, there were overtones that were happening, which means your placement was really solid. I have to commend you on that. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the song choice, but once again, with the arrangement, you're like another singer that did a song that it's okay for me, but you turned it into a really nice masterpiece.
All right, and your coach is Team Thompson.
I just absolutely loved it. You know, when we were going through song choices for her, and Waylon was like, you know, you got to hear this. And when I heard it, I immediately went back to her and I said, this is it. As far as your placement, that has truly just gotten better and better. You know, we've talked about your passaggio, your transition, and wow, you can really tell that that has sparked you to narrowing in on that and strengthening that. On the lower notes, I didn't take it so much as a lack of support. I felt that it lent itself to your artistry. You were very in the beginning, and I loved it. I loved the way you placed the camera, and then you slightly turned from the piano to become more full face to the camera. I just loved it all. I think you did a great job, and I appreciate your hard work and your work ethic. It's been an absolute joy. We've had a blast working with you, sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Again, congratulations to you, Don, and thank you, coaches, for your critiques. Fingers crossed for you that you make it into the finals. We'll find out Thursday. Again, best of luck to you, and keep on singing.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Don, we love you.
Love y'all.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all. Stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love. I'm just starting to crawl. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And anywhere I would have followed you. Oh, say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, something.
And we are here with another Canadian semifinalist, Mr. Justin Wong. Congratulations for making it to the semifinals. Awesome performances each and every week. I love the fact that you showed a vulnerability about yourself with the Broadway musical week, and it continued with that vulnerability this week as well. And I am just so enthralled of watching you as a performer in this competition. You are one of my favorite artists, and I mean you are an artist, sir, and you should take pride in that. Congratulations. Let's jump into what the coaches thought of your performance this week for the semifinals. Say Something by Great Big World. A very, very moving song. We will start with Mr. Michael Cagle.
Hey, Mr. Justin, I want to congratulate you for making the semis. You rightfully deserve to be here, and I mean that sincerely. Someone that has just grown and grown and grown and grown, and just your voice is just amazing. I loved everything about it. I thought it was a great song choice. I love when someone goes solo on a song like this because it allows them to really embellish and create a mood in a song that's uniquely their own. Your presentation was great. Obviously, the camera loves you, like just is in love with you. I had to listen to it a couple times because at first it didn't really crank me at the beginning until I figured out what exactly you were doing. It's one of those songs that you have to really invest a lot of time in the opening for the payoff to be at the end. And I really, really appreciated your sense of what I call minor dynamics, where you didn't go completely out of your central feel at the beginning, but you did enough to make the song move towards where it needed to go. I thought it was an amazing, amazing job. You deserve to be here. I absolutely love your voice, and I wish you the best as we move forward.
All right, Team Thompson.
I absolutely loved this. You got the highest score this week from me. It moved me. I thought it was just, you were so well connected. It actually brought tears to my eyes. The desperation in your voice was just beautiful, hauntingly beautiful, but so well controlled. I know Michael wants to say something.
Your artistry in the song was absolutely amazing. And I just want to commend you throughout the whole competition. You have gotten stronger and stronger. It's almost like a marathon runner. You paced yourself and then you got stronger and stronger. And now that you can see the finish line, you're giving it everything you got. And we see that and we just really commend you.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, and Keisha D.
All right. I wrote here perfection. It was captivating. Just captivating. I love the vocal control, the timing, the tone. I love the arrangement. I mean, every time you step up, you just draw us in. You know how to use that camera. You have the music and the vocals are right on right on, dead on. Like nothing is too loud and one's too, we find that a lot with this is the music's not loud enough and whatnot. And the mix was perfect. Man, you're just something else. You really are something else.
All right, Mr. Owens.
Justin, you're one of my favorite singers in this competition. And on this particular song, I gave you the second highest score, which is the other score was perfect. So you're right up there. I don't like this song. I'll just be flat out there. Everybody has a song they just don't like. I don't like it, but you made me like it. And I think your put on it really changed it for me. And now that I hear that song, I'll hear you. And that's probably the greatest compliment you can ever give a singer.
Absolutely.
That's a very good compliment. I'm happy to hear that.
Like that song. And I appreciate it. I'm going to say this real quick, and I know I'm probably taking a lot of time, is that technically, when I heard this song, I thought, there's not a lot of challenge in this song. And, you got a great voice, you're technically very solid. But then I realized that your ability made it look easy. You know what I mean? The technicality of it is there. The difficulty is there, but you just don't notice it because you do it so well. Okay, is that
right.
fair?
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to say that. Love you, love your voice. I think you're really a good star in the making, and thank you so much for what you do.
All right, and Brandy Wine.
So I'm gonna actually disagree a little bit with that last comment. As far as technically note-wise, I think this is a pretty easy song. What makes it hard is putting that raw emotion into it and pulling a person in. And you did that with spades. It was an absolutely amazing performance. I almost cried. Didn't though, because I have kids around and they'd make fun of me eternally for it. One minor critique I'll give you, if you want to kind of take it to the next step, would be when you're in that zone with a sad or a moving song, all your movements need to be very deliberate. So try really hard not to make any fast movements. So no, really, like looking away from the camera is great for that emotion, but don't make it a quick jerky movement. Make sure it's fluid and smooth. Okay. That way it stays with the emotion of the song. Outside of that, I gave you the highest scores of everyone tonight. You're my fan favorite, and I really hope to see big things from you in the future.
All right, and from your coach, Mr. Cowboy, Team Tom, Mr. Yeehaw.
Justin, what can I say after all of that, other than you take my breath away, my friend. You have what we call the package. You've got everything on your side to make it in this business. I am just overjoyed that I was able to coach you and to give you the confidence that you need, because as performers, we're our own worst critics, as we always say. And, you have that same issue. So I wanted to pump you up and just make you believe in what you do. Sissy said something that was exact, and it's, how to pull that desperation out in that song. And it gave me chills. So I am honored, privileged, and thrilled to see where you are at this point in this competition. You're in it to win it, Justin. And yeah. I just love you so much. And thank you for allowing me to be your coach.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to you, Justin. It truly takes an artist to pull us in, and you have done an amazing job in doing so in this competition. Great job. And we're going to cross our fingers and see what happens on Thursday when we announce the finals, and we will find out if you made it or not. Again, fingers crossed to you, and no matter the outcome, keep on singing, all right?
Will do. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Love you, buddy.
What an amazing job from all 7 of these performers. You guys came together and created such a great story for us as an audience and for the coaches, and you guys have blossomed and grown so well. Congratulations to each and every one of you for making it to the semifinals. I am so excited and cannot wait to see what you will bring for the finals for Keep On Singing. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Keep On Singing. We will see you next time for the finals. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, keep on singing.